guys, this is Summer. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. If you are not new here, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here either way. Today we're going to do a tag video, and it is called If I Could Only Keep One. So if you want to see what I would keep, then just keep watching. So I found this tag through Amy Lynn's channel, and I followed it back through several other videos until I got to Kelly Gooch, who I believe started this tag. So I'm gonna link definitely Amy and Kelly below, and if I remember the other young ladies' channels, I will link those as well that I saw it on. So what this tag is basically, if you could only keep one product from each category of makeup, what would you keep? So this is a little hard, and you have to really kind of think this through, because there were a few that, you know, I really wanted to keep for some reason, but I was like, that's not realistic. So we're going to start out with a face primer, and if I could only keep one face primer, it would be the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I absolutely love this primer. I think it's beautiful. It's even pretty on its own. So if you wanted to just wear this without foundation on your face, it gives you a nice glow, and I really, really love that. So I would definitely keep that primer. If I had to pick a foundation and I can only choose to keep one foundation, what I would really love to pick is the Laura Mercier Illuminated Tinted Moisturizer, but it has recently come to my attention that that is not a cruelty-free product, so I will not be repurchasing it. So I would pick the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. The only thing I do not like about this Tarte foundation is that it is a dropper, and that annoys me, but the foundation looks good and I like the coverage, so I would pick this. And this is in the shade Light Neutral. For concealer, I would pick the Estee Lauder Double Wear in the shade Light. In the shade 1C Light Cool, actually. So that is what I would pick if I were to pick a concealer. I don't actually usually use concealer under my eyes. I use the concealer to cut creases a lot. That's what I use it for, and I love that one for that. So that is what I would pick. For an eyeshadow base, I would pick the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. I really, really like this one because it is really thin, and it's like a white base. It doesn't really show up white, but it's just very, very clear on your eye, so it doesn't distract from any of the colors. If I could only choose to keep one bronzer, I would choose to keep the Laura Geller Tahitian Glow. As you guys can see, I do really like this one. One reason I like it is because there's varying shades of bronzer in there, so it's just a perfect color, and I love this one. I would definitely choose to keep that as a bronzer. For blush, I would choose to keep the Laura Geller Pink Grapefruit in the Baked Blush and Brighten. I actually dropped this and broke it at one point in time, so that's why it's not mounted up, but there's still a lot of product in there, but it's just a beautiful color, and it's a nice color that you can use with almost anything. So that I would definitely keep. Highlighters. I want to tell you that I would keep the Becca Champagne Pop. I obviously love that one. That's just a sample size, but that's probably the only thing I've hit pan on in like years. But that is what I would keep, but it is a little bit more gold, and lately I've been really into this Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in the shade Sin, which is this shade. It's still got the gold tint to it, but it's not super gold. It's got like a really pale, like kind of like a white gold tint. So you can actually use this for an inner corner pop. You can use it for above the brow, and it's a beautiful highlighter. So I just think this one is more multifunctional. If I could only have one and I had to use it when I was really, really pale or really, really tan, I think this one's more functional for me. So I would keep that one. Let's see. For a lippy, I would keep the Too Faced Melted Matte in Queen Bee. I love this shade. Really, it doesn't have to be the specific one, but anyone that was similar in formula, but this shade of color, I love that kind of mauve nude color, and it goes well with almost everything, so that is why I would pick to keep that one. If I could only choose to keep one setting powder, I would keep this Laura Geller Filter Fix Baked Correcting Setting Powder in Universal Apricot. I've had this since December, and it is late July now, and there's a lot left in here. I love this powder. It's beautiful on the skin, and it's just really, really nice powder. So I would definitely keep that powder, and along with it, I would keep this Crown brush, which I have no idea what this is called. It's probably worn off because I use this brush a lot, and this brush can be used for powder. You can also use it for bronzer, blush, highlighter. And when I do highlighter with it, because I actually have, you just like, you know, I just tip a side in there. and do it. But you can use it for contour even. I mean, this brush is really, really versatile. You just have to use the certain edges. For an eye brush, if I could only keep one eye brush. Oh, guys, that's really, really hard. If I could only keep one eye brush, what would it be? You know, honestly. I guess I would have to say this Morphe, the Morphe 433 brush. It is, you know, a bigger, thicker brush, fluffier brush, but it's very, very versatile, and I love this brush. So I would probably say that Morphe 433 brush is the one I would keep. I think I could get by with doing crease and some packing on with that. It might be a little bit difficult, but I think I could do it. Okay. As far as eyeliner goes, I would definitely keep my Bobbi Brown Long Wear Gel Eyeliner in black ink. That is my very, very favorite eyeliner. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that is definitely the eyeliner that I would keep. Okay, mascara. Guys, I would have to say I'm going to keep my Hypnose Drama, the Lancome Hypnose Drama, and I'm concerned about this one because I don't think Lancome is cruelty free, but I think it has to do with them selling in mainland China where they require animal testing. I don't think that L'Oreal and Lancome actually test on animals here in the United States, but I think that they do allow animal testing in China because they have no choice if they sell in mainland China. If it were my company, I obviously would not sell there so that the animal testing would not be required. But I think that's why, and somebody correct me if you know differently, like I don't think they actually do animal testing here in the States, and I really do love this mascara. But if I find out differently, I would ditch the Lancome. Okay, palette. Guys, palette. This one was hard. This one was hard, and you guys know how much I love my Urban Decay Electric palette. My first instinct was to go for the Urban Decay Electric, but I think that I would go with my new Urban Decay Born to Run palette because this one has so many beautiful neutral shades, and it also has got some pops of color in there. And I just think that if I could only have one palette forever, there's a lot of variety in this palette, and I could do a lot of different looks. You've got blues and purples and pinks and bronzes and blacks and grays, and I just really think if I could only have one, this would be the best option, even though I'm a bright color fanatic, but I wouldn't want to wear purple to work every day, so I think I would need this with some neutrals in it. So those are the items that I would keep if I could only keep one. If you want to do this tag, please feel free to do so, guys. Just because I don't personally tag you does not mean I don't want you to do it or any of that stuff. It's just I can't list every single person in the description box below, or it would be so long. So I will try to think of some people and list them in the description. I'm not going to try to do it during the video because I don't want to forget someone, but if I don't tag you and you want to do it, please do it, guys. Please do it and let me know that you did it so I can go check your video out. I think it would be really, really fun to watch. I just don't think I'll be able to think of every single person that I would want to tag. So definitely do it if you want to do it. And it does go back to Kelly Gooch. So if you guys want to check out her video, it was very, very good. She did an excellent, excellent tag with this one. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And make sure you ring that little bell so that you will be notified when I post future content. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.